Gemini, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading here for the first half of October. I hope you guys are doing well. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout your reading and take from it what makes sense for you. Release the rest. All right, guys, so we're going to take a look at how your person feels about you and the connection. So let's start with messages from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle deck here. All right, here we go. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You could also be cross-watching for a Gemini. What's the opening message? Cross my heart. I promise to be there for you always. You are my whole life, my whole world, my whole heart. Whoa. All right, let's go ahead and grab one more. You are their whole heart. That says a lot. Sometimes I stop and stare up at the heavens, wondering what I ever did to deserve a love so true and someone like you. This person, whoever this is, Gemini, they're very grateful to have even met you in this lifetime. Okay, that doesn't indicate whether or not you guys are together or in separation, thus, at this far anyway. But I feel it says a lot about how they're feeling about you and what you represent in their heart, despite where you guys are at on this journey. Let's grab another message from the Heart and Soul Whispers of Love. This one's by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. For Gemini, please. You're all that matters to me. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. So what happened here? Let's grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection tarot here. For Gemini, you could relate to these messages, Gemini, as to how you're feeling as well, even though I'm focusing on the person that you're thinking about. Very grateful to have connected with you. You're all that matters to me. So what the heck happened? Maybe somebody had other options, too many choices. I feel you guys think about each other though. When you were together, there were lots of happy memories there. This is someone from your past, Gemini. Either you've been thinking a lot about them and wanting them to return. Six of Cups, it's definitely picking up off of a past energy, but it could also be a desire to come back into union. But I have a feeling something stood in the way of that. There could have been third parties here as well. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. So maybe something can change these circumstances to help bring you guys back together for those who are in separation. We do have the Feminine showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. So Divine Feminine showing up with Earth energy. So Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Maybe the masculine is the Gemini for some of you guys. But Divine Feminine, you're showing up as somebody who's very giving, very generous, as we can see, very nurturing. The Queen of Pentacles is known to be very maternal, motherly. We've got the Hermit, so some of you guys could be dealing with a Virgo as well. Or this could be where you're at right now, Gemini, just needing time to yourself. Needing time to think. We see a Tower, okay. Eight of Cups. So Eight of Cups is somebody who walked away, left this connection behind for whatever reason. And when you guys parted ways, it was chaotic, I feel. You know, this tower doesn't just come in and leaves quietly. There's some damage that was done in the aftermath, I feel. Whether that was a separation, a divorce, a fight. I feel several people might have gotten hurt here. There is the possibility of a third party that I'm picking up. But you know, regardless of all that, Gemini, I still feel there's this energy of gratitude that's coming in. Maybe you feel this too. Even though it didn't work out, there's this vibe that I'm picking up that there is gratefulness to have connected with each other. The happy times were worth it. Otherwise, there is no need to focus on these happy memories, because there would be none. Look at that. We've got the Eight of Swords. Maybe the person that walked away, they're second guessing their decision. Did they do the right thing? Or because they had to walk away for whatever reason, I feel they can't get you out of their head. They still think about you. Oh, this is interesting. So not only do we have the Queen of Pentacles, but we now have the King of Pentacles. Maybe you both have Earth in your chart, but you guys are coming through as divine counterparts here, Gemini. Yup. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know? For Gemini. Five of Cups. So fives can be difficult. We see the disappointment right here. You know, crying over spilt milk is what that interpretation is. It can represent grief. Grieving the loss of you, perhaps, Gemini. Somebody shed some tears here. It could have been both of you. It was very sad when you parted ways, regardless of the reason. I'm also feeling apprehension that, for some of you anyway, there was this need to do it, but you didn't want to do it, if that makes sense. But you had to. It was almost like a forced decision for somebody that had to break free, that had to let go. Someone could have been married, somebody could have been taken, or they knew it wasn't going to work. It was hard. It was difficult. What else, please, for Gemini? We've got the King of Cups. So we've got the masculine showing up as a king, perhaps exuding both qualities of the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Both really nice energies, compassionate and loving. King of Pentacles can bring forward generosity as well as abundance, prosperity. The King of Pentacles I see as a masculine who is ready to commit 100%. And I see the King of Cups in the same way, ready to devote their heart, their life to the feminine. And I mean, divine feminine, you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, which again is the divine counterpart to the King of Pentacles. So with two kings as well, that could have been a third party. And what made that even more difficult could have been that both people had very nice qualities to offer, but one was already taken. And perhaps you guys were already a couple. So I'm just feeling here it could have been a third party. And look at the next card, guys. We've got the Three of Swords. For me, this clarifies that somebody was already committed elsewhere. And so it hurt tremendously when you guys had to part ways. Here's the love triangle, the grief, the pain, the separation. Look at this, guys. And now we see the Five of Wands. So there was competition here, Gemini, and that is why it did not work. It just didn't work. This gets even more interesting now that we've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups showing up. So we might have had a situation with more than a third-party situation. There could have been a four-party situation, meaning that both people were involved with other individuals. Maybe both of you were married or obligated elsewhere, and you're the only one that can ultimately decide who it is that you want to be able to invest your time into. You have to be able to choose. You can't have it both ways. They can't either. So this was very difficult. It's coming through as a very complicated situation, Gemini. All right, so of course, very specific, but it's not everyone's story. Take the parts of it that make sense for you. All right, so let's go ahead and continue to tap into this connection. I'll be pulling from my HEARTSPACE Oracle here. So complicated, no doubt, Gemini. Interesting. Okay, there's sex and there's the art of making love. Our bodies in motion have created a masterpiece together. I mean, we are not disputing the fact that the intensity of the connection, the sexual chemistry, it's coming through. It certainly is coming through. You stimulate my mind, my heart, and my body. I feel, Gemini, whoever this is, and you would know who this person represents, they just got you. They got every part of you. The way you guys would converse, the way you would interact with each other, sexually as well as emotionally. It just made sense. You guys, I feel, could have been a perfect match, but part of the issue could have also represented the fact that this person that you wanted to invest your time into was already taken. I'm just getting that for some of you guys. This can, however, also represent the person that you were already in a relationship with. And this is simply you being able to acknowledge your chemistry and your attraction towards your person. We've got the Queen of Pentacles coming through again. Generous and nurturing, as we can see right there. Look at this, guys. We've got the Six of Cups once again. So I feel, especially if you represent Divine Feminine, you've got a masculine here who's thinking about you. They see you as this beautiful person that they want to be with, that they want to be able to talk to and to be able to see you again. We've also got the King of Wands coming through here. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo, Divine Masculine. So with references to making love and the sexual chemistry, you know, stimulating their mind, heart, and body, the King of Wands could certainly represent that very passionate connection. And we've got the Magician. Okay, so we have not only Gemini, but Virgo popping up again with the Magician. This is manifestation, of course. So I really do feel here, Gemini, that there's a particular someone that you are thinking about and you feel very connected to them. Maybe there's a part of you that wants to reconnect with this person, especially if you guys are in separation. we've got the Six of Swords. It's about a transition. It's moving on, moving forward. So I'm feeling here, Gemini, that either they detached from you or you did. The World, Knight of Cups, and we've got the Ten of Cups. I feel that this was a chapter of your life that represented a lot of good times with this person. I feel you both think about each other still, even though it might have been a while. It could have been years for some of you. Could have ended. I feel it has ended. This is someone from your past, but they are either still wishing to reconnect with you, or you are, or you both are. And I'm feeling from the Divine Masculine that, God, they want to so much be a part of your life, but I'm also getting that we might have a feminine here who's already married or taken. It's either that or through a new chapter, you guys are able to start again. We might have a marriage proposal here and the actual wedding itself. What else? Here's our masculine showing up as the Emperor. So I feel this is a masculine who is wanting to do something about this separation. It clearly came to an end. We see the Death card. So with the Six of Swords as well as the Death card, both of these cards represent transitions. Something needed to come to an end, but it also is allowing the universe to bring in these necessary changes. Either you guys are able to find closure somehow, or there is an opportunity that could present itself to give you both a chance to reconnect. And look at this. We've got the Ace of Wands that is followed by the Star. Here's our Hierophant. Okay, so I feel they are ready for commitment. Maybe you are as well. We've got cards here representing wishes. Okay, Nine of Cups. The Star representing Aquarius. That as well represents hopes and wishes. I really do feel they're being guided back to you somehow. And going back to one of the first messages, sometimes I stop and stare up at the heavens, wondering what I ever did to deserve a love so true in someone like you. When they look up at the sky and see all these stars, maybe they think about you. They're wishing to be reconnected with you or come back into union. I feel they're always connected to you in the heart space, if that makes sense for you. And we've got the Three of Pentacles. So the only way ultimately that this can work, Gemini, is if you both collaborate on reconnecting together. Because you can't do it on your own. The other person can't make this happen on their own. You guys would have to work as a team, and that's exactly what that card represents. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense for someone. Let's go ahead and grab some final messages for you. So I'll be pulling from the Stay Inspired Oracle cards by Sister Moon Tarot. Yeah, in an ideal world, there would be no blockages, and you guys could simply be together and find happiness. But I feel there is a blockage, and it could be somebody who's, as I've mentioned, someone who's married. Maybe you both are taken, and that needs to be cleared in order to clear the way for that to happen. All right, let's grab some final messages. For Gemini. We have focus, okay. Let's see what else. We have innocence, okay. I feel like grabbing a couple more here. We have free yourself. That makes sense considering what we have seen. Bottom of the deck, we do have the divine masculine showing up. So let's read through these. Focus, wherever your focus is what expands in your life. Focus on the positive. It's so easy for us to focus on the negative when we're going through stuff. So maybe that's a reminder for you, Gemini, as you welcome in the first half of October and as we progress through the month, try to shift your focus on more positive things in your life and watch how things change, you know, because that's the energy that you're putting out there. And then we have your inner child is always there waiting to be hugged and loved by you. Innocence. So take that if it makes sense. Perhaps some of you might have experienced maybe some childhood trauma or some issues growing up, whatever that vibe represents for you. Perhaps this is a reminder to acknowledge that. And then we have free yourself. This is your life, okay? This is your life, Gemini. Don't live it restricted by your past or the opinions of others. It's time to write a new story. So if you feel like writing that new story with this person from your past, that's your call, but you guys have to be on the same page, okay? And we do have the masculine energy, logical, straightforward, honest, hands-on, action-oriented. I feel in this instance, if the divine masculine really wants to make things happen with the feminine, it falls on them to be able to take that first step. Okay, whether that's a phone call, a text, reaching out, stopping by, you know, whatever the case might be, it seems to be presenting itself in that way for this particular reading. All right, guys, so I will leave that there. Gemini, hopefully there's something in this reading that makes sense for you. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.